Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. All right. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to White Top. Thank you to the team. Thank you to um for the hospitality. I came into Ife yesterday, and it has been a nice experience. Yes. No, they've been wonderful, and they took care of me as though I I am more than this. That's a great one. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. God bless you very good. And I want to say very big thanks to our mother. So I believe that by extension, mommy is having plenty mother today. Mommy is having plenty children today. So I'll be joining the family. Thank you so much. Those words are from a point of mother talking to the children, and they eat so deep. Thank you so much, ma'am. Mr. Tomisi, we've met on different occasions, and I can say you've been a blessing to me personally. Thank you so much. Osato, meeting you for the first time in person, but I've met you before. Thank you for what you do. And to Lord Fem, I think it's um, one of the campaign that shook social media so much. Um, I'm like, I thank God I'm meeting you in person. Thank you for doing a great job. And to everyone seated there, Adifat, thank you so much for what you do. I see your status. Yeah. Um, Thanks to everybody on stage, and then to my mates, my my is it secondary school? Yes. Um, Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of this um, meeting. To everybody, to the great Ife students, thank you so much for making this a great one. And to our volunteers who have come from other campuses, thank you so much. And people that are following us online, thank you. You are the best. All right, I have a very limited time, and I know that I am help. Okay. When I come back to this place, actually, just as Mr. Thompson said, this is home. Apparently, I came from this faculty, from the department that has the longest name, family, comma. So that's where I finished from. I finished from resource management and extension, and it has been a great experience. So this, I remember then we used to claim that I just belong to us because it's within our building, actually. So it's a wonderful thing to be back here. Today I will just quickly go to what I have because a lot has been said. A lot has been said, and I don't want to. Now, what I have before me is the future of work. That's what I have before me, the future of work. So it talks about how we're going to adapt into um, the changes that we are seeing in the workspace, in the professional space. But before I go deep into what I have before me, I would like to ask a question. When you graduate from, for those of us that are still undergraduates, when you finish from OAU and finish from the school you are, um, what is the next thing you want to do? Do you want to look for a job, or you want to start a business? If you want to start a business, let me see your hand. See, Mr. Tomisi said something that the journey of becoming. He said it starts um, from awareness and self-consciousness. Okay, so you don't look at the next person before you answer. When you leave school, you want to start your own business. Let me see your hand. Okay. Now, when you leave school, you want to get a job. Let me see your hand. All right. Now, I know that a lot of us don't want to get a job when we leave school. And the reason is because we believe there's no job in Nigeria. If you believe there's no job in Nigeria, let me see your hand. Okay. If you believe that nobody works in the under somebody and become billionaire? Let me see your hand. If you believe that nobody works under someone and becomes a billionaire, let me see your hand. Okay. Thank you. All right. Now, you know why I have to go through that process? Because for what I'm about to tell you today to be meaningful to you, there is a change, there's a shift of mindset you need to go through. Because do you know the managing director of MTN? Do you know the MD of MTN? Now, the MD of MTN, is he the owner of MTN? Is he employed in that business? Is he a billionaire? Hello? Now, where I'm starting from is this. The number one challenge that we have as individuals that will not allow us to get to the destination we are going to is our inability to see beyond what we have been told. A lot of us seated here today, we only know to the degree of what we were told, not what you know. As a matter of fact, a lot of you don't know your name. You were told. Somebody called you Emmanuel. And when you get to school and they said Imaiba, you get angry. Why? Because you were told that your name was Emmanuel. And if your mom said your name was Imaiba, when you get to school and they call you Emmanuel, you will get angry. Do you know the difference? The difference is in the way you perceive things around you. So a lot of us believe that when we leave school, we want to start a business because we feel or we were told that nobody works a job and can make it in life, can make it big in life. But do you know how many people that live with this mentality and graduate year in, year out and have started business and they've not hit their first 100,000? Oh. No, business is, when people talk about business, it looks like, oh, that is all to life. Fantastic. Ask a business owner that if you are running a business and then somebody call you that come to my business, I'll pay you $1 million every month. 7 out of business owners will take that offer. And I will tell you why. It is easier when you are not when you are not the one bearing the blame. When the risk is not on you, it is easy. Either you make profit or not, you pay my salary. But if you don't make the profit, you don't have anything to earn. My dear, that's when you understand. And again, you need to understand that there's a different scope of what we call business and what we call self-employed. A lot of us say we are doing business, we are self-employed. And then, because you are self-employed in school, you feel like you are the guru of business. That when you get out there, you will ace it. I'm sorry, you'll be disappointed. I'm not a prophet of doom. But I'm here to tell you the truth. And that's the reality. See, I'll just rush through what I have. I prepared a very fine slide that I was like, oh, let me come and talk about it and all of those things. But I'm sure that people that have seen me, they've known me, they know I don't use slides. I don't. It's not my thing. I just put it up for formality. But then I'll just go through it and then see what I can do around it. But I just want to shift that mindset that do not think that the only thing to your life after school is that you want to go and start a business. See, if your life is not about business, my brother, my sister, you can get a job and be the better person you are. There's something we call, what do we call them now? Entrepreneur employee. Yes, entrepreneurs. But they are entrepreneurs employees. They are people that when they come into your business, within a very short period of time, you make them your managing partner. Because these people are business oriented, but they don't have the grace to pioneer a thing. Not everybody will start a thing. I'm sorry, follow Mr. Damilare till next year. If you are not called to pioneer a thing, you will not. You will just run that race, it will not get there. It's not, you don't fight for it. There are people that are just called to support. And when you are called to support, just do it well and you get your results. All of us cannot be the CEO, A, B, C, and D. No. If all of us are CEO, I'm sorry, who will be your digital marketer? Nobody. Because you want to be CEO of a this and this. And the funny thing is you just the title. Not really the work. People that do business, they do the work. Why am I talking like this? I am at the end of the two. I work, I have business. I have businesses. Let me put it that way. I work, I have businesses. I have people that work in my business that I pay. And I have people I work for that pay me. A normal employment, Monday to Friday, I work. And I have businesses that I pay people Monday to Saturday, they work. But I've come to realize that my working under somebody is easier than me running the business. Because when I get to now, today I'm here. Today is the normal day that I go to see how they are doing. And when I'm not available, I know there's going to be mess. Because I am here. So just take that off your mind. Number one, that all you need to do is that you must go into business. Now, if you want to go into business, it's very fantastic. But don't think that is the only way to life. There are many things you can do. So for those of us that are willing to be professional, that you actually want to work after, and there's this thing I tell people sometimes, there are businesses that you cannot start if you have not worked with somebody. Because if you start without working for somebody, you will struggle. What you would have achieved in 1 year, it will take you like 3 years before you can achieve it, no matter how much you self-learn it. It's that simple. Even when we talk about skills, when you self-learn some skills, you cannot start practicing it because you are not confident. If you are mentored into it, you will easily get to it. This time is not up, I beg. Let me see so that I will know how to quickly rush. So let me get to my slide. I'll just read through it and then I think I'll be able to do justice to what I want to do here. All right, the future of work. How to adapt to changing work environment and redefining success in a rapidly evolving professional landscape. Now, if you agree with me, the scope of work has changed. The way we do things has changed. The future of work, it requires to inform perspective on what businesses and other organizations need to know about how work could shift. Now, see, when we talk about future of work, it's not about you that you want to go and work alone. You don't talk about business owner. Because there's a way we do business now. The way we do business before COVID is not the same way we do business post-COVID. The way we do business during COVID is not the same way we are doing business now. And then we need to come to that understanding. Zoom has been there before COVID. During COVID, they skyrocketed. There is something that happened to them. Do you understand? But now, it will be wrong for Zoom to remain in that era of COVID and expect their relevance now. Google Meet has been in existence. During COVID, when they saw what Zoom was doing, they intensified their efforts. It's for a reason. But it will be wrong for them to just think that, oh yeah, let me just keep doing it the way COVID, the way it will not work. If this conference was during COVID, we cannot be sitting here. We'll be using we do it virtual, right? Now, Zoom go chop money. Google Meet go chop money. All of them go chop money. But right now, there's a shift that has happened. So as business owner, as business-oriented person, as somebody that wants to do something, or as somebody that wants to work in an organization, you need to understand the way things are changing. When AI started, people tell you, AI will take all your jobs. How many of you heard that word? AI will take the jobs. Has AI taken all of the jobs? But some people are so scared that AI will take their job, they left their skills and they start running for another thing. Which one is the next thing? It's now somebody said that I'm a digital marketer. So somebody said SEO is dead. That now it is GEO. Generative what do they call it? Generative AI something. That's the real deal. That now people are moving towards GEO, not SEO. But I tell you, if you still use search engine, SEO cannot die. Now I don't need a soothsayer to tell me. It is my industry. It is where I play. It is my playground. So when you say one thing in my playground, I know what to tell you. It's as simple as that. So one of the things that will help you is to understand the differences, the changes that is happening in work landscape, and then you prepare yourself to be there. See, everything that has been said today, just put it together, and then it will help you to actually get the main point that I want to hit. If I should go on, I will repeat some of the things that has been said. So what I'm saying is, you need to understand that there is a future of work. There's a future of business. It's not business as usual. There's a time that what sells more is people organizing classes. Oh, how many of you cash out in that thing? When people were organizing classes, no, I cashed out as a digital marketer. I'll just look at one class that I've done for free for some people. Just put them together, and they just write an offer. I cannot compelling offer for you. So just write a compelling offer and put it out there. People will pay. People will pay because people are looking for quick results. So in Nigeria, if you want to sell to people that are seated here today, if I tell you that I have a product that can give you 100,000 within 1 week, and if you have 5,000, you can buy it. I'm sure that a lot of you here will buy. I know a lot of people will buy. You know why? We're already looking for quick results, sharp. We are not ready to do the work. Mr. Olato was telling me that I will sit down and learn data analytics. I will sit down. He's working. He has family. He will sit down to learn. He will come out. You will see, oh, he's a data analyst. I want to be like him. They play. You know, most of the time when I talk in digital marketing, and then people come to me, I want you to mentor me, I want to do this, I want to do this. I tell them to just do one thing that will take them probably 3 hours. One thing that will take them 3 hours. And in 3 weeks, no result. You know why? They are not willing to take the work. So if you will succeed in the future we are looking at, if you are going to feature, in the future you are looking at, you must prepare for that future right now. And that's what we are talking about. If you are not prepared, I'm sorry, you are playing and you've not started. Okay, the changing landscape of work, rapid technological advancement are reshaping industries, traditional job roles, and all of those things. We all know what is changing in our environment. We all can see it. AI is taking up responsibility. When they introduced, I was in the banking industry when they introduced ATM to the banking industry, and somebody said they are going to reduce the number of tellers that sit at the counter because ATM is going to do the job. But at that time, I was scared that they were going to lay us off, but they didn't lay us off. We are still the one that manage the ATM. We are the one that will put money inside the ATM. We are the one that will still remove cash jam from the ATM. And then I feel like at the end of the day, what will make you not to be relevant is when you refuse to develop yourself. It's as simple as that. Now, I'll just really go to now. All of these changes is happening around you, in your workplace, in your business, in your deeds, in all of those things. What is your own response? Now, that's what I want to talk about. Your response. Now, there are critical skills. There are essential skills that you must have as an individual. If you are going to thrive in business, you are going to thrive as an employee. As an employer of labor, if you are going to thrive, there are skills that you must have. And the first one is critical thinking and problem solving. You will not employ somebody who cannot solve problems in your organization. The truth of the matter is this: if I want to employ somebody, the first question is, what are you bringing to the table? What is that thing that you're going to add to me? So as you are seated right now, ask yourself, what solution can I give to people around me? Oh, there's no job. Fine. But in the industry you are looking at, the industry that you want to be a player, what solution do you have that you can give to them that is different from what they're having right now? When I submit a program to any organization as a digital marketer, the way I talk to them, I know what a lot of digital marketers will tell them that they are going to do for them. So I come from a perspective that is different from what they want to do. And I add some icing to the top of my own cake. And then that gives me whatever I'm looking for. So the point is that how much can you think? And how much are you willing to solve problems? There's this acronym that I have. I call it TQAC, TQA. Tikiwesi. He said, thinking leads to questioning. See, a lot of us don't ask the right question because we cannot think. It takes somebody who can think to ask questions. When you're in a lecture room and then somebody is asking questions, it's because the person is thinking. You know, there's this misconception that you feel like people that are asking questions, that they don't understand what the teacher is saying. But actually, I believe that they understand more. Because for you to ask questions, there's a level of thought that has gone through you. And you'll be like, wait, what if this is this? It's as simple as that. So thinking leads to questions. Then, questions. Question leads to answers. And if you cannot think, you cannot ask the right question. And if you cannot ask the right question, you cannot get the right answer. And then the last thing is that the answer leads to choices. And the only reason people make bad choices is because they don't think about things around them. They don't think about it. So ask yourself, what am I thinking about? A lot of us we are always on social media, from one reels to another. All these addictive technology, we sit down with it, and then you spend 3-4 hours, and they ask you, what have you gained? Lai Wasabi's quote. In fact, if it's Lai Wasabi quote that you gain alone, that's still better. But then, sometimes when I look at our content creator and then what they push out, and then I see the views and all of those things, it just affects my mentality. That what are we consuming in this country? We consume dunks and we appreciate it. So how do you want to think about the next innovation in the industry you want to be a player, when the only thing you know is Sabinu's character? How? And that is why when you meet a young man today, anybody today, the most thing they want to do, they want to go into skit making. Somebody say, what do you want to be in life? I want to be a skit maker. Because that's the only thing, that is the only thing that is around. And you know the funny thing, one of the things I do, giving access to people in rural environments. And then you see a young child, and I look at their trend. This one is in secondary school, in primary school, in primary school, in that rural environment. I know that there's every possibility that this one will not grow beyond that. But then you will ask somebody, a child that's probably that is not exposed to internet, so to say, and just what do you want to become? And like, I want to be like Bro Kiniko. What is Bro Kiniko doing? I want to say Yahoo. But the truth of the matter, that is what you're exposed to. And you are laughing right now because you're exposed to a different kind of knowledge. But the knowledge you're exposed to is also an indication of where you're going to be in your journey. Now, do I say you should not entertain yourself? No. Entertain yourself, but take time to think. Some of us don't think. A lot of us don't think. Some of us are here today. If we ask you, why are you here? I mean, because my friend said I should come. Have you thought about why your friend asked you to come? See, when you do things without reason, you just do things anyhow. And you cannot stand out. It's not, you cannot stand out. You need to think. Lord friend, you did not, I don't know you, we've not spoken before. But I want to believe that it is not the time you want to vie for the post of SOG president that you start thinking about it. You didn't wake up one day and say, yeah, today, I want to be president in OAU. There are things you have done that led to that point. Now, life is that simple. You don't wake up and become star. There's a process. Let me rush. I don't have the time. Now, I said critical thinking and problem solving. Now, you cannot do business if you are not solving a problem. Latin Nigeria is solving a problem. If she's not solving a problem, nobody is going to buy. That's the reality. So, if you are seated here, what problem do you want to? You want to do business after school? Agreed. What problem do you want to solve? Oh, everybody is doing the thing I want to do. Everybody is doing the thing I want to do. How do you want to do yours separately? How do you want to be different? The next one is creativity and innovation. Mr. Olato did justice to that. You must be creative. You cannot just do things anyhow and expect a different result. It don't make sense. Adeyemi said, doing things the same way over and over and expecting a different result. This is the correct definition of insanity. Except somebody knows the all right. Now, why you go think, say, the same way you will do things, and you will do them forever? I think they expect the same result. I'm sorry. They have left you behind. The next one is communication and collaboration. Larry Nigeria did well, did just that. I won't go back to it. Digital literacy. See, our professor, our mother, is saying that she has started using LinkedIn. How old are you? It's not, see, a lot of people tell me that, oh, I'm social media I recently want to employ a lady as a social media manager. And yes, she creates content and all of these things. But when we got to the room, I realized this lady does not even understand what the drive behind Facebook, Instagram. How do I employ you? That you post your picture on Instagram and they like it because half nude does not mean you're a social media manager. It does not make you an influencer. What did you influence? Yesterday night, I was talking to my guys, and I said, everybody want to be influencer. Me, Samuel, I want to be an influencer, but not in that time. An influencer dey prison now. Now, something is the influence now. But an influence that cannot open door, an influence that cannot open doors that matter. I'm sorry. No be influence for me. It's a joke. I be influencer, and then I did an offense that okay. Some people are even still arguing that it is bailable. And then they still send you to prison, and you be influencer. What do you influence? So you need to choose your stress. Influence to prison or the influence to change life. You need to choose your stress. Lifelong learning. Ladi Nigeria said so much about that. Develop a growth mindset to tackle new challenges. You must be ready to take up new challenges. You must develop a growth mindset, and that's very, very important. Okay. Then be open to exploring diverse career paths. If you are somebody that you are thinking of getting to work, be ready to explore different career paths. I did hospitality management, hotel and catering at Federal Polytechnic Ede. That was my background. I got to where I did resource management and extension. Now I'm a digital marketer. And I'm a digital marketer right now, and agri marketer, because I sell vegetables, sell bell pepper, now I am an agri marketer for a company. I was employed to be an agro marketer. It is none of my business, but it became my business. I live in a Nigerian company, and they are paying me well. But I'm a digital marketer, and that is my business. And it's this my business as a digital marketer that led me to create Creative Hub, where I go into rural area to pick up young ones and teach them digital skills that can help them become freelancers, so that they will not see Brother Joshua Tonche Yahoo, and that's the only thing they want to think about. They want to see Brother Samson, that is a digital marketer, that is coding, that is making money, that they want to be like. That is just the simple truth around it. But then when you get into those local environments, you still talk to some people, the way they approach you, they feel like you are bringing the billions of this world, and they still charge you. You want to help their community, they still charge you for the venue you will use for them. God have mercy. So please go to the next one. The next one. All right. This is not clear very well. But look at this image. Now look at this young man, and look at what he's seeing. Now, you can only become what you see. Now, how do you see those things? There are three things that are peculiar to us as individuals. The number one thing is your past. Your past gives you experience. Somebody say experience. A lot of us are here today. We are product of our experience. And some people are prisoner. They are in the prison of their experience, and that's why they are not going. The next thing, you have the present, and the present gives you what? Contemplation. You know, as you are seated now, you are contemplating. Should I go for the business, or should I look for a job? Because as a matter of fact, whatever choice you make today, whatever choice you make right now in your present will determine what the future is going to look like. So if your plan is that, oh, if you are contemplating that, should I go into business, then you need to start building it right now. If you are contemplating that, okay, should I become a professional that will be an employee, you need to start planning it right now. Because that will determine the kind of CGPA you carry out. If all your life you want to do is business, some people, G might not matter to them. Because in reality, they have seen what they want to eat. I have a friend that had extra year in 200 level, MTH. One of this, their mathematics is very difficult. That's what he had. Now, he's a tech bro, and he's doing fantastic. Because recently he told me that, I want to go back to you and collect my certificate. Let's go and do that course. But on the most serious, he does not need it. But while he was going, he knew where he was going to. So he focused on where he was going to. He's a senior software developer. And if you are in coding line, you know Turing. Turing hires 1% of the top developer in the world. So that's who I am. So you know that he's good at what he does. So you need to make that decision now. And then for some of us that we know that at a point in time, we are going to talk to people. Either business or no business. You are going to inspire people. If you are doing business, we need to inspire you. If you want to be an employee, we need to inspire you. You want to be a career person, we need to inspire you. What do we need to do? Both academics and non-academics, our life must be relevant. So that I will not stand there today and tell you that it does not matter the GP you carry out, you'll be okay. And I lie, it matters. So sometimes when I come to talk to students of AFANS, I tell them this my story while I was in school. I tell them what I graduated with. I tell them how I got to that point. Now, I am proud to say it because I had it. And some people have picked from it and they changed their life. So you need to make your decision. The present gives you contemplation. And then the future gives you imagination. And that's why I say you can only become what you see. Imagination is very important. A lot of us, we do not utilize that skill a lot. Exercise. I want you put your hand, just take your palm, put it closer to your eyes. Very close to your eyes. Very close, very close. What do you see? Talk to me. What do you see? Closer to your eyes, closer, very close. What do you see? Now, raise it out a little bit. What do you see? Now, when it was closer to your eyes, how dark was it? Now, when you keep removing it, what were you seeing? It became clearer. It became clearer. So now, the point is, the more you imagine, the better your life becomes. If everything you will see is as close as this, you will never see beyond that. And you cannot go beyond that. If the best person you have ever seen, admire in your life is somebody that is driving a pencil Camry, when you see somebody that is driving Benz, he's a ritualist. And then because he's a ritualist, you don't want to do ritual, you cannot drive Benz. It's just a mindset thing. And my last slide, let me wrap up with this one. I have 2 minutes. You are standing. This is 2 minutes. This is 2 minutes. Now, the becoming. Now, your journey starts now. Now, to do all of these things, number one, you need to identify your strengths, your interests, and values. See, one of the things that helped my life early was the day I sat down, I picked a book and I wrote it down. My mission, my vision, my mission statement, my core values. See, I would always be thankful to God that I read the book that helped me make that decision. Because today, I don't want to know how big you are. If what you are telling me does not align with my core values, I'm not interested, even in business. The moment I want to do business with you, and I see your core values, they negate the core values I uphold. My brother, my sister, I will run away from you. Because I know at the end of the day, it's not going to work out. So as an individual, do you have value system? If you don't have a value system, if they ask you to go here, every way becomes the way. When you don't have a value system, let's go to White House, you will follow. Ah, we are going to Spider, you will follow. Why? You do not have, you don't have a destination. You just go where everybody is going to. So you need to understand that. Identify your strengths, your interests, and values. Mr. Olatoye said something around that. That he understands his strength and he plays to his strength. Like Nigeria understood her strength and she's playing it well. What is your strength? Identify it. Explore different career paths and opportunities. Now, don't just say that then you just want. See, one thing that I've learned that has helped me in the work landscape is because I have numerous skill sets. No, I try. When you are broke, you will learn. When I was broke, I learned skills, graphics, social media management, website management, website design. I learned all of those things. So when I get into a particular company, and then you employ me as a digital marketer, I'll do your PPC, I'll do your SEO. Then I will look at this. Your website is not looking okay. You can do something around it. Then you give it to me. I'll do it. The day you are downsizing, I'm not the first person you will downsize. Because you know that I owe the key to your media. If I leave, you go crumble. I sacked one of my employer. Because when you work in a place, you're either learning or earning. And there's a phase you get to that your learning stops, that you need to start earning. And if you're not earning, my dear, because if you stay there, your learning will stop. You will not grow. You will have to force learning outside. So when I realized I'm no longer learning in this place and I'm not earning, I told him, it's time to leave. It's time to move. It's that time he now told me, hey, I will increase your salary. I'm no longer interested. I'm sorry. I don't move. Now, after I left, we were now paying for consultancy for the next 3 months. Because what I held in that company, I knew it. I knew that for you to step into that shoe, if they employ somebody to do that thing, you will crumble. No be lie. Because the capacity is much. I do overnight just to make sure that I meet up with those things. So when you build capacity, it is difficult for people to let you go. Your best staff that is giving you results, you cannot just go away. You will think about it before you do that. Develop a strong skill set through education and experience. I think Mr. Lawyer has done just to that. Build your network and connect with professionals in your field. He said, network strategically. You don't hear that. This is repetition. Be proactive. Embrace challenges and take initiative. You know the difference between people that are proactive and people that are active. You know the difference. An active person will wait till this thing is about to fall before he picks it up. No, till this thing falls before he picks it up. A proactive person will hold this thing so much that it will not fall. A proactive person think ahead. But you cannot think ahead if you do not read. You don't attend conferences. You don't take action. How do you want to think? What do you want to think about? I am saying it and saying it again. The people you follow on social media, this on the general note, the people you follow on social media and all of those things, you need to change them because it's affecting your thinking. And until you can think right, you cannot do right. What you see affects all of us. We are product of influence. What we read, the people we meet, people we give our airtime to. Airtime, not your airtime. You can give it to your girlfriend. Your airtime. People that you listen to. If people you are listening to, they are not provoking you to do what is right with your life. They are not challenging you forward. My dear, change it. Because in this generation that we are into, it's a game of influence. And your influence is only sustainable when it is the right influence. And on this note, I will say to you that in your journey of becoming, whatsoever you want to become, what you want to get, where you want to get to, it is important that you develop your mind to be that person that you want to be. You might not be there now. You might not be there now, but start visualizing. Start visualizing. Start visualizing. Just wake up one day from your hostel, take a walk from your hostel, and just be thinking about how you want your life to be, how you want to see your life. See, you cannot get to where you want to get to if you are not thinking about it. If you cannot imagine it. It is very, very important. On this note, I will say thank you